that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You betcha.
My name is Jupiter. I drive a truck. I own the truck I drive, and that's why I called my company Jupiter Trucking. Join me, and I'll take you along on some of the different things I end up doing to make a buck with a truck. We meet again. I hope everybody had a really nice 4th of July, a long 3-day weekend, and you got to go do something fun. Whatever fun may be for you. I know we had a lot of fun. So it's been nice to have a little break there. It's been pretty hectic around here, aside from trucking. There's been a lot going on, and I wanted to share some of the things with you before they kind of got lost to the wayside. So I'm going to put in a quick little side video here. And I wanted to let you guys know that, you know, Amy and myself and Jupiter Trucking, we really try to be active in our community. We do a lot with different events that go on around here. Amy was involved with the hospital, or worked at the hospital for many, many years, so she has lots of friends, and she's still involved with the local hospital here in town, and rodeo and events and all these kind of fun things that we just really like to do and attend. And since we've got the business, we like to try to sponsor and share and give back and help and do all this kind of stuff. So I wanted to share some of the things that we've been doing for the last couple weeks. A week ago, at the end of June, we were sponsors for Fallon's hometown rodeo, the DeGolier Bucking Horse and Bull Bash. It's the 11th year that Cody and Christina have put this on, and this is the first year that we decided to be sponsors, and we really kind of pitched in and did a lot with them to help them, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It's a 2-day event that they have at the fairgrounds over here. It's on a Friday and a Saturday, and on Friday they had a concert, and the headliner for the concert was Dina Carter. You guys might remember her from the 90s and some of her great, Amy loves some of her songs, are her favorites. And the Strawberry Wine Song is the one that she's the most famous for. But since we were sponsors for the rodeo, we were able to get VIP concert tickets and invite about a half a dozen of our friends. So we went to the concert on Friday, and we had a great time, great laughs. She put on a really good show too. She put on a great show for just small outdoor, basically in a rodeo arena where the stage was set up. She put on a great show, and it was really good to see her and live. We didn't actually get to meet her, but she put on a good show, and we were really happy to have her here in Fallon. The next day, on Saturday, Jupiter Trucking was a sponsor for a cornhole tournament that the hospital was putting on, the Hospital Foundation. Amy helped or worked with the Hospital Foundation for many years, and so she likes to help sponsor that. And we put on a cornhole tournament where we raised money for charity, and we set it up, we organized it, and we did the whole thing, and that was a fun event too. We had a good turnout, like 7 or 8 teams, and I didn't win. I'm not much of a cornhole player. We just do it to goof around, but it was a lot of fun. The other thing they did, there was another event going on there at the same time as the cornhole event, was mud volleyball or water volleyball or whatever you might want to call it. For years, I have set up I built a hay bale pool, a pool out of hay bales. If you've seen the Peterbilt project going on over there, you know that I have access to billboards and stuff, and they make really good redneck pool liners, call it that. So we'll lay out some tarps or some billboards on the ground, and then we'll set hay bales up and then line it with a tarp and fill it up with a water truck. And it ends up being about knee deep, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun to play in, and you can just sit in a tube and float in it around your yard, or it's a mess. It gets to be a mess after a couple days, but you can sit around the edge of it, and you can put your feet in it. And so we provided all the hauling for this. I didn't provide the hay, but I went and got the hay. And hauled it over there for them. And we provided donated the billboards and the tarps for the pool, and the straps and the lumber and the stakes and the whole thing that you got to do to build the whole thing, and help them set that up. And I just gave everything to them when we were done. I got my straps and stuff back, but I donated the tarps and donated the hay and donated the help. And since we've done it a few times, we donated the brain power. And some muscle too, of course. That was a fun event there. So there was during the day was the cornhole tournament, and then the mud/water volleyball in the pool. The night before was the concert, and that night was the rodeo. And it was really kind of interesting. It's a little surreal sometimes to see in the grand entry some of the riders going around carrying your flag and hearing the rodeo announcer talk about you. And
Sending, they're getting on time and in a hurry. Jupiter Trucking.
Yeah, I guess I'm worth something.
it's not like I'm beating the streets looking for customers, but it's just name recognition. And if there's something that needs to go on, you know, maybe someone will think of me when they have a job they need to do. So that's the reason we do it, and just to support it and be fun. And we went to the rodeo. They put on a great show. We brought a different set of friends with us to the rodeo, VIP seating and all that stuff, and dinner, and it was pretty cool. It was a fun time at the rodeo.
Even more so that around the world. It's uneasy right now, Lord, as we watch what's on the news, but we find solace and we find peace when we look up to you.
After that, last weekend, a couple days ago, was the 4th of July. So since around the early 2000s, I've been involved in a lot of different parades and pulling different sports teams or businesses or things like that in the parade on my equipment, my truck and trailer. And my kids have been in the parade since they were little. Every year we have a 4th of July parade and a Labor Day parade. And it's been a lot of fun. So the last, 4 or 5 years now, I've been pulling the 8 to 12-year-old Little League, Babe Ruth League baseball team. They're a really good team. They're one of those age groups wins the state championship just about every year. So we've been pretty fortunate to have a good set of kids on the trailer, and the parents are good, and a lot of us are friends and stuff. So it makes it a lot of fun, and I donate my time, and it gives me a good reason to get the truck all cleaned up and polished up. I try to keep it cleaned up, but this just sort of forces you to do some extra. So I wanted to show you guys some video of us. My daughter and her boyfriend rode with me, and that was a lot of fun. So I just wanted to share some of these things that we've been doing. It's not part of a trucking story, but it is part of our trucking life, and I wanted to share that stuff with you guys. I have one more thing that I want to tell you. This is kind of a big announcement in my little world, is that I finally have some merchandise available for sale. I've been working with my buddy Brett, who on the side does merchandise. I guess he does hats and shirts and koozies and cups and all the different keychains and all the different stuff that goes along with that kind of business. So Brett and I have been working back and forth. Amy and I picked out the hats we wanted to have. I like quality hats. So if you're going to get a hat, trust me, it's a good quality hat, worn and tested. They're Richardson 112 hats, if you know hats at all. They're really good hats. The only ones that I like to buy. These hats all have a patch on them. I ordered patches years ago, and then Brett put them on these hats. But he's doing embroidery now, so he's actually embroidering my logo onto the hats. And we're going to do some kind of color coordinating to where the color of the thread matches the color of the hat to a certain extent. And I'm excited to have this. We started off with a small batch, and we're just going to do hats for now. Later on, we'll do some shirts and some mugs and some sweatshirts and all that kind of stuff to whatever people might want. But we're just going to start it off with hats. You go to my website, which is, again, very bare bones minimalistic. I own my domain name, but I really haven't done any kind of web design. So we just slapped it on the home page, jupitertrucking.com. If you go to jupitertrucking.com, you'll see the hats for sale. And Brett's going to handle all that for me, and we're going to work together on it, but he's going to do the order fulfillment and the shipping. So he said he will get them out within 1 to 3 days. He does have a full-time job still himself. So we're just going to keep it small, keep it local, keep it in the community with friends. And that's kind of how I prefer to do things, rather than just farming it out to some no-name big place that does that stuff. So if you would like a hat, if you would like to see the colors and help support the small business that we are, go to jupitertrucking.com and check it out and see if you like it. I hope you do. Like I said, we'll have more stuff later, but for now, we're going to do hats. We're going to see how that goes, and we're going to start with that. So I got some more license plates coming too. I've received one so far. I've been told there's a couple that are on their way, and I'm going to do another license plate update here pretty quick too, as well as a map update coming up as well. So thank you guys very much for all your support. I appreciate it. I'm trying to build this as a second business and just see what happens with it. For me, it's important to consider you guys my friends, and I'm not trying to go out here and just advertise the hell out of this channel and see how many subscribers I can get. I want to build it solid. So thank you guys for your support. The feedback that I've gotten from you guys over the 6-7 months I've been doing this has just been amazing to me. Amazing. And thank you. And several of you have asked about merchandise, and here we go. We're going to give it a shot. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the week, and we'll see you back to your regularly scheduled program, back to your regular program schedule here with another video at the end of the week. But in the meantime, thank you so much. Hope you had a good 4th of July, and keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your ass. Catch you on the flip-flop.
In the meantime, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your ass. Catch you on the flip-flop.